Theme song, interrupted rambling.
Welcome back, Ramblers. I am Fatima, your makeup lover, cheese enthusiast, and tea spiller.
And I'm Ricardo, a fitness model, motivational coach, philanthropist, photographer, executive chef, Beyonce's fiance, future Mr. Nose, and this is
Interrupted Rambling.
Today's episode is the one about not understanding the hype.
Beyonce. I'm gonna say it.
Beyonce what? Beyonce what? Beyonce what?
I don't understand the hype of Beyonce.
You don't understand the hype of Beyonce.
No, but I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I've seen her shows and her performances; they're great. But the power,
it's a big but.
It is. I'm gonna say it is a big but. But I don't understand the
hype.
Yes, but more regarding towards like the Beehive, how they're. Is that what they call them?
Yeah,
the fans? Okay, yeah.
The Beehive.
Yeah, okay, I don't even like bees, but anyways. No, it's not. What?
It's not. Yeah. So, once again, I'm part of the Beehive. I don't know if I am part of the Beehive. Because I'm not like when I think of the Beehive, I think of like Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. And people attacking whoever attacks Beyonce. Right?
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Well, you're the one that's saying that that's what turns you off.
Yes.
So
but I don't know
so then what do you mean?
Called the Beehive. Is that
yeah, that's what it's called.
okay.
That's our name.
Well, yes. The Beehive, okay.
Yes.
You're part of the toxic environment?
No, that's what I'm saying. So what is the toxic environment you're talking about?
Like
Explain yourself.
So
this bitch.
Sorry. No, it's like the music. I know her songs, some of them, not all of them. And, like, I listen to them, but I don't find myself like, oh, I feel like listening to some Beyonce right now. And going on Spotify or whatever, YouTube or whatever.
Hey, Spotify, play Beyonce. No.
No. That's not me, okay? But if it were, like, in a playlist that I randomly, like, I'm not going to skip it. I'll just let it play.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't...
see, okay.
How, like, people, like, you have, like, a cutout of her?
That was, first of all...
Cardboard cutout?
Cardboard cutout. That was a birthday gift. It's one of my favorite birthday gifts.
And you went and did a photo shoot? Because you proposed to the
She's
cutout?
my Beyonce. I'm Beyonce's fiance.
You're right. Okay.
We had an engagement... What's it called? Engagement photos?
Yeah, photo shoot.
The photo shoot. It was very romantic. If you guys want to see it, it's on Instagram, right? Yeah, I put it on Instagram, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. Interrupted Rambling. But yes, that day was so funny. I had my friend, which is a guy, which I think it's also even funnier, when having another guy taking pictures of you and Beyonce.
A cutout of Beyonce.
Me and Beyonce.
A cutout.
Me and Beyonce. I also have my cousin gave me another one of my favorite gifts. She gave me a blanket.
Uh-huh.
And the blanket has my head superimposed on JC's head. And
I have not.
You haven't seen this?
No, you only the infamous cutout. I asked when I went to your house like a long time ago.
And I brought it out.
And you brought it out proudly. Like, oh, this is
She was watching Beyonce videos with us, right?
Yes, we were watching like a Beyonce thing. And then Ricardo brings her out. He's like, she's going to watch with this. And she's just like on the couch.
Sitting next to me.
But I have not seen the blanket. No, I didn't even know you had one.
Maya gave it to me.
When? A long time ago?
For my birthday, I think last year. Yeah, I think it was my birthday.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I
you
want to
see it?
No, but I want to see it.
Okay, I'll show it. I'll post it online also for you guys.
Oh.
But it's basically, I'll try to describe it because I know this is a audio podcast for a lot of you. But it's not a huge blanket, but it covers, and it has, like I said, a JC. Mm-hmm. But then JC's face is basically covered by my face.
Okay.
And since me and JC are the same color, it looks very natural. you know. No, really,
Okay.
it looks like a natural transition.
Okay.
And then of course Beyonce's next to me, you know, so it's like,
Yeah.
and then it says on the bottom,
Oh,
my one and only. I think that's what it says. You know?
how sweet.
Yeah. So that's one of my.
Does she know that?
Beyonce?
That you're her one and only?
Yeah, I'm her fiance for a reason. No, but this is the thing. When you mentioned the fandom, yes.
Yeah.
This is the biggest thing that I'm like, why should you take it out on the artist based on their fandom? Because I think it's one of those things where like, if you have to learn how to separate the two, you know?
Yeah.
Beyonce is her own person. She does have a lot of influence on people, but based on how they act shouldn't be how you receive her. Because like I said, I consider myself part of the Beehive, but I'm not one to like go online and be like, when Becky with the good hair, you remember that?
I remember that.
People were attacking like Rachel Roy. You know, that poor Rachel Ray was cooking in her kitchen and she just got a whole bunch of hate. But like, I'm not that person, you know? And like, a lot of my friends, coincidentally, well, some of them, yeah, I would say some of them, half of them maybe, are the same as you. And they're like, I don't understand the hype of Beyonce, whatever, this, and that. I'm like, these bitches. Because when
these basic
bitches, they can come up with a like legitimate reason, because it's always the reason. They always say it's the Beehive, or they always say that she's overrated. But then when this comes with you got me started. You wanted to start with Beyonce. Shut up.
And I do it again.
Well, what's it called? When you think of the term overrated, what is the definition of overrated?
Too much?
Yeah, but too much what? In what sense?
Overrated
for me, it seems that like that person overrated, it means like there's a standard and people are hyping them up for a higher standard, which is they don't achieve. But who, if we think about it realistically, objectively, as objective as you can be, who is greater than Beyonce? Who's a greater performer? Who's a greater... What?
I was going to say Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus performed for us.
He died for us.
He did the dramatics. He took 3 days off thinking that he was dead, and then he's like, no, bitch, I'm back.
From the dead.
He has a play every single year.
Yup.
No, Jesus, fuck you. No, but like, really, like, who is a better performer, entertainer than Beyonce? And I'm not saying singer, because like I think she has an amazing voice, but I do realize there's some people that are better singers than her. When I like think about, on the top of my head, Adele, Whitney Houston, that she's dead now, you know, Mariah Carey, but still she's in like up high. Who's a better dancer in this terms of like when they perform like than Beyonce? There's probably like some people that are really young now. You know, she is a woman in her 30s now. And this is one of those things where like, let's talk about it. That's what I mean when people are there like, she's overrated. I'm like, but that's not the definition of overrated. In a way, she's underrated because she is the best of the best. You know, she is a complete package. She is somebody that puts on a show. Why do you think so many people that are in the same field, how do you say, glamour, like they admire her? You know, there's a reason why a lot of people. We were just watching the Ariana Grande thing. Yeah. Like one of her biggest inspirations, who was it? Beyonce. Why do you think that is? You know, that's there for a reason.
I think it's because like you said, like they're in the same like work environment. It's her work ethic.
So they know, yeah, and that's one of the biggest possible.
But I'm not saying that I'm not, and I stated it at the beginning. I'm giving credit where credit is due. I'm not saying that she's a terrible performer. I'm not saying that it's awful. No, I'm saying she's good at it, but I don't.
She's excellent at it. Let's get it straight.
Okay, she's excellent on it. Okay, but how can I put it this way? Like the hype on where they put her, like the fandom. You know, I'm just saying like that.
But like, who else deserves that? Who else on your?
But
on
that's
your
what.
book,
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying she doesn't
that?
deserve it. I'm saying that how she's there because of all of this. The fandom put her there.
Well, see, this is the thing, and it sounds it's gonna sound very cult-like and very like with religious undertones when I say this, but I was very much in your shoes, like 5-6 years ago. I was very much like I don't understand the hype of Beyonce. Like I knew so like at that time I knew, Irreplaceable was a big song. You know, which other one was a big? Single Ladies, that's the other big one.
Yeah.
You know, those were, and I knew a little bit of when she was in Destiny's Child. Like I mentioned before, I didn't really get into American pop culture until I was older. But I remember being in the same, like the exact same stage as Fatima, where it was like, this, like, I don't understand the hype. Why does everybody, and when I meant everybody, like including artists, why do they all think that she's so great? But it was because I was seeing it from like a very, very outside perspective, you know, like I didn't pay attention to what she did. And then when it all changed, that's why I'm saying it sounds like a religion. Like if I was a born again, Christian, where I'm like, and I found God. I found
Beyonce.
Yeah, I found pieces, you know. No, but I really did when she dropped the self-titled album. I don't even know when it is. See, this is why I'm saying I don't consider myself like a strong beehive, because I'm like, I don't know when she, you know, like what time of day she was born, you know, like how old she was when she did this and that. I know like the basics, but it's like when the self-titled album came out, I know that she stopped the world. Pause for that. Carry on.
Okay.
She stopped the world, and then I didn't listen to it right away, but I listened to it like a couple months later. I'm like, damn, this is good. And then knowing that it had a music video for every song, I watched them and I'm like, damn, this is really good. And it was like I said, it was one of those moments where I'm like, I understand it finally now. You know, I'm like, I understand why there's so much hype around her. And from then on, it was basically, you know, when Lemonade came out, I got an HBO. When Lemonade came out, I asked you for your Disney.
Oh yeah.
Disney Plus pass so I can see Black is King. You know, so since then I became a really, really big fan. But that's what I mean when people say like their justification for not liking her is it's not objective and it's not based on facts. Because if we consider her, if they call her overrated, there's nobody that's better than her right now. Before, the only other person that you can say that was her equivalent was Michael Jackson. But that's it. Nobody else is on the same level. But
he was her equivalent, not she was his equivalent. No, he was...
They were equals. They were peers. Them too. But that's it. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else. What? Michael Jackson approves of Beyonce. I can tell. In my gut. My gut. No, but yeah. Anyways. Got heated.
Someone got heated. And I only said one word.
That's all it takes.
Beyonce.
No, but like, it's not warranted. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's just... But it doesn't make sense.
Okay. But like, I feel like how you're expressing yourself is if I said I hate Beyonce.
No.
I didn't say that. I just said, and again, our title of our podcast is the one about not understanding the hype. That's me. Like, I don't understand the hype of her. How, you know, everyone is just, anything she does is like, yay, Beyonce. And just.
Because this is the thing, like, you have to think about it. I also think it has a lot to do with, and like, I keep teasing these episodes, you know, because these are some episodes that, like, I really, really have a lot to say. But I think a lot of the reasons why she is, there's negative reaction to her is very much because of racism and sexism. So, you can't deny the fact that when she became more, quote unquote, political or more sexually liberated in her music, that she received more hate.
I don't know that.
But
because again, I don't follow her in her career. So I'm like, are you trying to say something there that I'm something? Because I'm not.
I'm not saying that you're racist.
Okay, I'm not saying like, what are you talking about?
No, but
I don't follow her. I don't know.
No, but I'm saying
what
like there's a reason behind why people feel this way.
Okay.
There's a reason, and
but that's not because of me.
No, but it's one of those things of like, why is there? Because we're gonna talk about other people, you know, that I don't understand the hype, and then she's gonna say why they are great, quote unquote great. But that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of, and the fact that you have racist thoughts and racist tendencies doesn't make you racist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where like a lot of things are subconscious. And I'm not saying I'm not racist or I'm not, because everybody has prejudices. I said this multiple times. You just can't control that based on the society that we were raised,
Mm-hmm.
So like I think a lot of it is like we have to analyze those things, because like when she came out with Formation, there was a lot of talk about how she was against police.
I thought that performance was really good.
Okay. Oh my God. It's a miracle. Is that why it's raining? No, but okay. Anyways, like I said, I'll leave it to the episode that we talk about sexism and then we talk about racism. Let's move on to the another person that you don't understand the hype. Or you want me to go with one?
I think you have more of a feel to that person.
Who? The next one?
Yeah.
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
That's more your
Team Katie. Team Katie. For those are
didn't they like
Team Katie.
Didn't they like make up or something like that?
Yes, definitely. Taylor Swift, for me, I don't understand the hype. It's not so much. Okay, let me rephrase it.
Okay.
I understand the hype, kind of, but it's just not for me, I think. So it's like,
yeah.
So it's like I think because it's one of those things where like, although she's been in the game now for a long time,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like with her, Katy Perry, like I mentioned, it's like almost in a way with Ariana Grande now. It's like a rotation of like they're very big, and then they're like, okay, the next one, and then she's very big for a while, and then the next one. You know what I mean?
What do you mean the
so
next?
So she's the next person that people are gonna like idolize. Next person that people are gonna rally behind.
Oh, like they're
the
not
popularity.
Here. They're not here forever. They're just here
almost
for a moment.
Yeah, for a moment. Yeah. So it's more like that. So that's why I understand it. It's more like a season. Like.
But I mean.
Taylor
Swift
she's been around for a long time. That's what I was saying. So, but I think a lot of it had to do with how she was seen as the victim when with the Kanye West thing happened.
Like the first incident when she robbed Beyonce of the video?
Yes. Once again, Beyonce full circle. But that's what I mean, like when Kanye West was like, oh, I'm gonna let you finish, but I thought Beyonce had the best, music video. So that was a cultural shift, It was one of those things where like at that point I think she was big in country music.
Very big in country.
But she wasn't big in like the mainstream. I love you.
Yes.
But she wasn't big in the main pop general public, Mm-hmm. So that helped her get there. And this is what I mean, like that helped her get there, but at the expense of black people. That's what I mean. There's like racist sub things in there because mm-hmm. you saw her as this defenseless white woman
mm-hmm.
being attacked by an angry black man, which Kanye West has proven that he is, Mm-hmm. But even then, there's reasons why she was upheld so much and she was pitied, and then her career took off from there. But so the thing is, for me, like why I say I don't like her or she's not for me is because like I get, and I don't know her in real life, so this is just me saying things, of the vibe I get. But I think that she's fake. That's all and I'm not the only one that thinks this, But it doesn't mean it's correct. But it's not like me voicing my opinions. It's not like me going into her music videos and writing Taylor Swift is fake,
It because also for me the vibes I get is like towards like the shady and pettiness. Because when something happens, she writes a song about
it. That's what I was saying. A lot of people
like,
bring that up, that she writes songs about her ex-boyfriends.
And then like she's not straight up of who it is. Like, sweetie, we know who it is. Mm-hmm. Just be upfront and say it. Mm-hmm. Like.
But why should she?
I think it's more like for business purposes because if people know the beef, they know they're gonna make a song. So what they're gonna do is listen to the song, stream it, the album or whatever, and I believe like they'll look into more. Mm-hmm. And then like she does a lot of like Easter eggs. So mm-hmm. then if she releases a music video, how many times are people watching it and rewatching it to figure that out? So I think it's like she's just I feel like because of that strategy, I believe she does, is why like she's always gonna remain relevant.
I think for me that's where I say like you got to kind of like give credit where credit is due. You said it at the beginning. It's like that's on purpose and it works, you know?
Yeah.
It works. She's a good businesswoman in that sense, you know? And she's also a writer, songwriter, right? So she's getting way more money than those people that don't write their songs, you know? So like that's something that I do applaud of her, you know, and that she's gotten to the point where like she hasn't lasted just that season that I was talking about at the beginning.
Right.
She has extended her stay, you know, especially during this pandemic where she released 2 albums during the span of less than 9 months. You know, like nobody else did that. And it's what? Who?
We'll get to
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. See,
he said nobody else.
Nobody else did that to that extent. Okay. Successfully to that success. Okay. Carry on. World, stop. Carry on. But no, yeah. So that's why I mean, like, I understand that's why I'm like, I could kind of see the hype. I just don't like. I like some of her songs, not a lot of them. You know, the one that she had with Katy Perry when they reconciled, I thought it was dumb.
Which one was that?
What it was? It was a.
Well, she came out in the music
something
video.
About like Kate, yeah.
Oh, she was like in a pool or something like that.
Katy Perry was dressed as a hamburger.
Yes. I don't remember the song, but yes, I remember.
Yeah, that one I thought it was kind of dumb. The Me song I never heard it fully, but the little pieces that I heard was dumb. Me? Yeah, something about spelling is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid. That's what I'm saying. But like songs that I've liked of hers was, which one did I like? Oh, I like the Blank Space. We're never getting back together. I like Blank Space. I thought that one was fun. Shake It Off I didn't like. But that's what I mean, like, so I like some of her songs, but I just don't like her. Another person though.
What?
And this is somebody that we agreed on. Okay. That you don't understand the hype. Ooh. Selena Gomez?
Yes. For me, it's
okay, this is another thing.
What?
I just watched her. I hadn't watched it, and I watched it last night. Her in preparation for this podcast. I watched her 2019 AMA performance.
Oh what song did she do?
The one that was like 2 songs, like "Lose You to Love Me" and then the.
Okay, look.
You saw that performance?
I've seen most of her performance because I'm like, I can't believe that she's where she is, or the fact that she has that title of being a singer.
Okay. Oh, damn. Shade.
Hardcore and like actress too. I'm gonna throw them both in. But again, I'm gonna give credit where credit. She's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous.
And that's something that people brought up. There's a thing called pretty privilege, where pretty people get a lot. Like, they get privileges, and she's one of the biggest benefactors from that.
Not just that, but I feel because
she might be a very nice person, though. Sorry. Keep going.
We don't know, but from videos or whatever, yeah. But she's beautiful. She's pretty. And I think because she came out of Disney Channel, she was one of the top 3. And that was, like, following with, like, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, and her. So those are, like, the big stars. So she came out, and I guess she was trying to get roles and singing and stuff. I've watched so many performances because I'm like, I'm like, I cannot believe that this is this is what's going on. Like, they allowed her to go on stage and like actually not playback. Like that's the least they could have done, but like actually her singing. And like I've noticed that like in performances, like in her in her CD or whatever in her album, she's belching out, or like she's actually belting.
Not belching.
My bad. Might as well. But she's like belting out high notes, and she skips them when she's singing live. And she'll just like put it down, and you're like, oh, Smart. It's coming. And the backup singers, I'm like, why? Like, you should be proud of, like, if, you know? I feel like there's singers who, like, they like to do that because they're, like, in a way, like, showing, like, oh, I can sing, you know? I don't understand, and she has great bops.
Yeah, she has good songs.
She has great bops. I love some of
Beautiful
her songs.
gowns. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Great bops. I love some of her songs and stuff, but I'm like, I feel like bad when I see her like sing live, especially that one that you're talking about.
See,
I think she got a lot of.
She got a ton of hate.
A lot.
But
then people, sorry, but people
interrupted.
Interrupted. So I think it was like some people were trying to
justify
it because she was going through things and this and that. And I'm like, sweetie, go do your research. There's tons of videos where she's singing live and nothing there.
No, yeah, I saw it last night. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, is this really happening? I'm like, because it wasn't, because the thing is like, some people are not singers. Mm-hmm. They're performers. But she's not even a performer. Like, this is the thing, like, she didn't even, I was seeing the, this person that reviews, I think her name is AJ. And she was like, she was seeing that performance also. She was talking about it. And she was like, Selena, move! Selena, move! Because she wasn't moving. It was like, those things were like basic choreography that she was not doing. It was like, okay, if you're not going to sing, at least dance your ass out. You know?
Feel like I think one of the songs where she actually danced, not the best, but she danced. Was the If You Want Me, Come and Get It.
Yeah, Come and Get It.
That one. I don't know the title, but yes, that one. It's a good song.
Which she doesn't like that song, apparently, allegedly, because it was intended for Rihanna before.
Yeah, but even then, like, I think that one was the only one where she mildly danced. Mm-hmm. But even then, like, she was singing live, so you can literally hear her out of breath. But it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I remember, like you said, people were justifying it. They were, like, saying that she had a panic attack before she went on and performed, and then some people were saying that no, she was drunk, which I don't know what a panic attack looks like. Yeah. But I know what drunk people look like, and to me, it looked like she was kind of drunk, you know.
I think it's funny how people are like assume that is what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like until that person says that is what happened, okay. But
I think her PR, or what is it called? Her group, the people that like
her entourage.
Yeah, those people. The PR said that it was a panic attack. I think. But it's like, maybe they said that because that looks better, you know, because that performance was a mess. Like I said, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, this is like, this, and she was the opening act. I'm like, does this really happen? But I feel like, once again, she might... Privilege. But she's a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. She's really pretty. There's also manufacturing that goes along with any other artist, you know, the whole thing that she did with Justin Bieber. I really don't think that she was in love with him. Do you think that she was in love with him? That was a real relationship? I don't know, and I don't care.
Honestly, I ship them really hard, and like deep down, I'm like, one day they'll get back together. But then at the same time, like, no, it's just too bad.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like that oftentimes those things are, how do you say, they're brought in for, because they want to cover up the lack of talent. That sounded way worse than that.
From who? Both? Which one?
Both. Yeah, both.
Yeah, because it was that relationship was super big.
Yeah, so like that's what I said. But moving on, another person, and don't forget to follow us at Interrupt the Rambling on Instagram. Click the link in the bio, and it will take you to the Anchor website where you can listen to all the episodes, or you can also click where it says more platforms. There's Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and you can listen to the full episodes that way. Until next time.